Hello there, and welcome back to the dungeon. People keep asking at my Twitch live stream,
Hey Spuddy, what's your thoughts on the Dark and Darker wipe?
well, let me introduce you to my thoughts video on the Dark and Darker wipe of March 2024. Positives. The game is now available on the Epic Store for a wider reach on players. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's not Steam, but I don't know, it's something. I know people have their hang-ups about the Epic Store and the Fortnite crowd there and Epic's business practices, but that's whatever. Maybe the game will shoot up in players as a result. Maybe it won't. It definitely won't if you're from Australia though, as you're met with this store page. I informed the CEO of IMA's, Terrence, and they're now aware of it and looking into it, so 20 Aussies trying to access this page, you should be able to in time. Anyway, it's not intentional. I'm not exactly sure what this means, but it seems the game going on Steam isn't exactly out of the question just yet. They added a new weapon to the game. It's the Finger Blaster 3000. That's a new weapon. It's the Arse Blaster. It's come right down the hole. I got you! The servers. In previous videos, I've mentioned the OCE servers lagging like crazy. Laggy months of considering it's the first day of wipe and the hype crowd rocking up in numbers, the servers are actually really crisp and smooth right now, at least on the OCE servers. That's a big thumbs up. As a result, the combat has been feeling pretty clean. The player count. No more dead lobbies. Yes, this may not last forever, but at least for this moment in time, things are popping. It's bouncing around 17k concurrent players at peak NA times, and in Osh it's hovering around 8k, which is good for healthy lobbies. I'm pretty surprised myself, as I thought it would only peak around 8 to 10k on day one, so hopefully it stays this way because I cannot be arsed playing Where's Wally in empty lobbies again. The new Wizard Magic Lock spell. It speaks for itself, I think.
Spuddy, how do you unlock the lock spell itself on a door?
Well, you do it like this. There you go. Suck my balls! The Demigod cosmetic unlocks from last season. I do have some passing thoughts about them. This is not me, crapping on them like they're bad. It's just clout cosmetics, right? There's a bit of a shine to them. So in the fires, so you kind of like, it's like pay to lose. You kind of stick out. You don't have to be like a meta player, but like at the end of the day, people will see it easier. Same with this. If you use this campfire, right, it shines blue. So if you're in a room and you're in the corner and you're like huddled around it, when people go into a room and they see like a red fire in the corner, sometimes it just looks like a lamp or like a regular torch. So, it just sort of blends in with the environment. But if someone's sitting there with a blue campfire, you stick out like dog's balls and people will just zone for it straight away. Like there's not that like couple seconds of like, oh, double take. It's just, oh, that's a player immediately. So that's like the Fire of Gondor. Essentially, you're lighting the beacon to yourself. When it comes to this, the sleeping bag, I don't know what to feel about it. Your vision's like obscured, but your model is lower. You can kind of hide underwater with it. I think there's going to be people cheesing with this, like glitching out, not glitching out, but like just visually being obscured in places they shouldn't be. No, the reason why they let you, like if you, with this emote and then sit against, see, it's going to, so you got the map, but I'm sitting. So you can still do the sentry thing, but you got to find a wall to do it. But the reason they did that is not so you could do it. It's more so you don't like lay through the floor and glitch out. The quests. They actually feel like you can accomplish them now without a shit bucket next to your gaming chair while simultaneously being hooked up to a life support system. That's pretty cool. The wizard feels powerful again. you know, like default versus other default classes. How you going, bro? I've still got a few spells, man. But it's the first 2 days of wipe. With the addition of new stats and multiclassing, endgame balance could be complete arse in a couple weeks or a month from now, so this is kind of like a to be concluded comment. The Squire. New players are going to love this guy. Where'd he go? Give it a sec. Well, he'll have to make a move. We'll just wait until that goblin attacks. He didn't go right. He can't. It's blocked. He didn't get away from that goblin. Go out to the trap, you reckon? I'm so confused. I found him. You know what's hilarious, right? Look at him on my left here. See that body there? I'm pretending I can't see him. He's literally sitting on my left here. He's literally sitting there in a spot thinking I can't see him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna edge forward a bit. And then smack his teeth in. You guys are like, dude, no. Like, oh, you could have gone this way or that way or whatever. And dude, he wasn't a rogue. How did he disappear? That was mean. It's just business. It's nothing personal. Jesus. Now, what all my hate watchers have been waiting for in the Dark and Darker community. The negatives of this update wipe. Before I begin, don't forget to call me a whinger for constructive criticism supplied with receipts because you slightly disagree with a take of mine. Cheers. The map rotation, or the lack of. It goes without saying the developers, Iron Mace, were stuck in an awkward position. The player numbers were dropping over time, and the option for 3 different queue types to choose from, 3 different map pools in particular, up the separate queues to roughly 18 queues. A normal and a high roller mode of solos, duos, and trios on each map. You wondered why your lobbies before wipe had tumbleweed blowing around them? It's because of that. So they removed that and added map rotation, which the squad players who farm crypt bosses all day hated because they had to wait for 10 minutes for each map to rotate. If it was an hour wait, I would understand. But, I don't know. Do some inventory management for like 10 minutes. It usually takes that long anyway. So with public outcry from crypt farmers, the devs relented and removed map rotation. We now have 0 variety in maps, and each group type of queues are locked into one of 3 maps. Solo for Goblin Caves, aka the new Battle Royale mode, duos for the penal colony of the Ice Caverns, and trios for crypts, aka the fun map. And before we forget the ruins, well, the devs are trying to find out how to make that work in a 3-tier system. So that's been shelved for a little while. You're just gonna watch me kill you. Do it. I don't know. Do something. Honestly though, my personal preference is a rotation system of every 10 minutes. And in those 10 minutes, the map types of each queue swaps. It's not that long of a wait, and everyone gets variety. And in the past, most people had a problem with the ruins map anyway, so it should work now. I personally think the current setup will get stale and boring real quick, particularly for the solo queue, because the changes to Goblin Caves currently doesn't resemble the dark and darker experience people know and love. Like before someone types in the comments,
But just queue into the crypt, bro. Do 1v3s, it's easy.
the game has class hard counters and health armor point stacks that make 1v3s a really hard thing to accomplish unless you're playing a ranged class and versing educationally subnormal people. This isn't Hunt Showdown or Tarkov, and if you don't understand how skill expression works with different time to kill designs, then God help you, because it's pretty obvious. TLDR, go back to rotations, but I know the community will flame this comment, and me in particular on the official Reddit and Discord, something whinge whinge whinge. The Goblin Caves, aka the arena. Oh, he's in. Yes! Why? Who? No, don't team. No, don't team, Matt. Fighting alcoholism is fighting it. Good. Fight to the death, you fuckers. Do not team. That is the biggest bullshit. This is what I mean about like the exits, man. Like it is fucking battle royale now. Holy shit. All of this talk of adding an arena mode to Dark and Darker, and they actually did it on the sly. It's now the solo mode. Oh God. Now open the portal, you nerd. Ah, you fucking idiot, dude. Now we both die. Idiot. It really feels like a battle royale. I'm actually not complaining about this, but I know a lot of people are. I don't mind it. But I know I'm not actually playing the same game the duos and trio queues are probably playing. I barely explore or loot. It's spawn and rush for an exit while fighting 3 or 4 people off with barely any time to heal and third parties coming out of everywhere. That's so fucking lame, dude. Alright, where's a fucking exit? Oh my God, thank the fucking RNG gods. I call that the praying mantis, leaping frog. I know it's become a meme on my channel to reference Saving Private Ryan, but it's literally the Omaha beach landing scene. So when you spawn, get off the beach. Throwing axes. I don't hate barbarian mains or the class. It may seem that way. I know I've talked about rogues and fighters. Maybe me talking about all these different classes should show that, you know, it's about constructive criticism of everything in the game. You know what I mean? Anyway, it may seem that way, but the throwing axe meta didn't go anywhere. It's still here. Ah, this fucking bullshit game, dude. It's still f***ing here, and they are better range spells than the wizard spells. Even if I was using Ice Bolts or Zap, they take charge time and half the spells are slow projectiles. Throwing axes are instant and at mid-range, really accurate and fast, and they slow you down. I've been flamed for this observation in the past by members of the community, and I really feel sad some members of the community can't see how this is kind of munted. All attributes. It's back. Even on chest and pants items. We've been through this, haven't we? I don't know. It's early wipe for a while, so we won't know how bad or good this can be. So I guess we'll wait and see kind of how it pans out. Multiclassing. I have no strong feelings on this yet, as we have to see the wipe play out. It's early days yet, obviously, so I can't really make comment. Historically, with every update and wipe of this game, for the first week, it's awesome, and then the game balance issues and metas arise that really take you out of the fun zone of the game. Hopefully, the awesome first 48 hours of this update continue the course for the rest of this wipe, and it sounds like Iron Mace will try to progressively hotfix and stay on top of the game. Oh my god, dude! Wizard OP, remember?
You are now one.
Hey man, I'm not a wizard anymore. I'm a Molotov! And there you have it. That's my thoughts that people keep asking me for. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave hateful comments about me on the official Reddit and Discord about how I microwave kittens or only play Dark and Darker for clout and money or something. Cheers!